Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do an unboxing and a review on this LEVOIT Sprout. This is a humidifier and air purifier for a baby. So here I've taken everything out of the box. We get a little bitty remote control. Here's the power cord. It is 6 feet long and you're going to plug it in. But there's a couple things you're going to want to do first. There's a filter down here that you got to remove the plastic on. Now here's where you're going to put the water for the humidifier. We can take that off. We need to take this top part off. I want to show you there's a filter. Press both these buttons at the same time. Now you may think that this is the filter. This is the humidifier filter. Okay, that's how it's going to wet this. Air is going to blow across it, and that's going to humidify your air. Now the HEPA filter part, and here's a light, is on the bottom. So we want to be really careful. I like to put this all back on. It just snaps on. Flip it over. Now we got to rotate this. You're going to kind of hold this part. We want to rotate this. Take this off. Here is the HEPA filter, and it has a sealed bag. We want to take this sealed bag off. Okay, here is the HEPA filter. Once in a while, you may have to wipe this off, okay, but you will have to replace this about every 6 months. It is tapered, so you're going to want to put it in. The tapered goes down towards the bottom. Now, here's the bottom. Rotate this until it clicks. There. There's where we're going to plug it in. So let's plug it in. Again, power cord 6 feet long. Plug it in. Then you can take this off. Well, let's rotate this. Take this sticker off. I don't need, that's to remind you. Now this is the front. Oh, I got this wrong. There's some nice information here. I've got this wrong. So put this on. I've got that facing back. So flip this cover. There. It kind of goes down and rotates a little bit. Now here's my control panel, and I've got this sticker that shows me what the control panel does. Now the humidifier comes assembled, ready to go, but this bottom part does come out for cleaning. There's a little filter on there. So I like that you can get this in here. You can scrub this. You can get this all nice and clean once in a while. Now keep in mind, once you put water on this and then you put it on there, water is going to seep down into here, and then it's going to get that filter wet. So let's put the water on. Okay. We do have a max right there. All right, let's turn it on. This does connect to the Wi-Fi, but you can use it without connecting it to the Wi-Fi. All right. Okay, so here's the lights. When you first turn it on, you can adjust the fan speed. That's automatic. It's automatically going to ramp the fan speed up or down depending on the air quality. We have baby sleep mode, power mode. Here's the night light. Now the night light shines up through the water. And you'll get more settings in the VSync app, which I'm going to connect. We're going to connect this to Wi-Fi, and you'll get access to more settings. But you don't have to connect it to Wi-Fi. Now, the air is going to come out here. It's going to be humidified and filtered. The air is going to come in here, get filtered. Then it's going to go across. Okay, let's take a look at the humidity sensor. Let's pull. That's going to activate the battery. There is a display here. Press the button. It activates the light. On the back has a little kickstand. It does take a battery. Now it comes with the battery installed. But if you will have to replace this. It takes a CR2477. And just take the cover. A little tricky. Okay, so I took the cover off. That is wet. So water is seeping down. You might have saw that it does press up when it needs to let water down. So there is no humidification button. The fan speed is what's going to control the humidity. So you got low, medium, and auto. It's going to sense if the air quality is dirty, ramp up the fan speed. And again, we got the night light. And there's our remote humidity and temperature indicator. The light doesn't stay on very long. So periodically that little plunger is coming up to let water out. I don't know what the time frame is or how it does it, but it will push that plunger there. See, it's pushing it up and it was letting the water out. And that filter was wet down there. The filter was wet, air's being blown across the filter, and I'm getting humidified air coming out. Now this doesn't have a white noise machine, but it does have that night light. There's the lid. Okay, let's connect it to the VSync app. We got to press the power button for 5 seconds. Whoops. That light should start blinking. There, it's blinking. Now it's connecting. Now it's connecting to the VSync app. Okay, it only works with the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Give it your Wi-Fi password in the app, then it's going to connect. Tell it what room it's in. Looks like there's an update to the firmware, so let's do the update. Okay, let's go over this control panel a little bit better. Now this is the on-off switch, but you're going to cycle through humidify or dry mode only, or off. So when these lights, the fan lights are orange, that means it's filtering the air only. It's not humidifying it. But if I press this power button, that turns it off. So the first time you turn it on, see how they're white? That means it's humidifying. And we can go low, high, and then auto. Now in auto, if you don't have your smartphone connected, it'll maintain 50% humidity. It's going to try to get up to 50% humidity in your room. Now this is simply just a remote temperature. It's just going to tell you what the temperature and humidity is. You cannot control the humidifier with it. It's simply a display. And pressing this just lights the backlit for just a little bit. So now these lights are white, so that means it's humidifying. If I press this button again, see how they go to yellow? That means it's dry air only purifying. And I've got low, medium, and high. So there is no auto in dry mode only. The auto is only for humidifying. There, see how auto? Now this light's when the filter needs change. The middle one is for when this remote's not connected. This is the Wi-Fi light, that's on blue now. And then the other one, the third one is low water. That's if your low water is on. When you go, this is baby sleep mode. So when you're in dry, it does something different compared to when you're in humidify. When you're in humidify and you go to dry, it turns the display off and it turns that to low speed. Press it again to come out. Let's just turn it off. There. Let's go back to auto. And again, this button here is the light. So if we see up here, when I press it, it turns the light on. That shines up into the water. Okay, let's go over the VSync app. So if you want to set the humidity, it's a little tricky, but you're going to swipe up like this. Not here. This has different controls here, but swipe up here, and now I can set the humidity with this scale. As long as I'm in smart, it'll try to maintain, it'll try to get to that humidity level. And if I can put it on a schedule. I can have this turn on and off it. I can put it on a timer. I can turn it on and off here. Light control. We can do breathing light, brightness, and color temperature. HEPA filter, the wicking. The wick, that's the humidifier. That's when it needs to be replaced. I must have turned it off. Yep, sorry. Yeah, it's easy to press these buttons. So then I can go to there's dry mode. See how it's yellow? I can go low, high, and turbo. But when I'm in humidify level, so you got lots of functionality. I can do all kinds of things from the app. And I can do more things when it's connected to the app than when it's not. Now I did do the update. The update kind of took a while and everything kind of went dark for a little bit. I had to let it sit. I had to unplug it for about 5 minutes and then plug it back in. Eventually everything did start to work after the update, but it did take a while.